So we are here and we are going to watch Shelly's live. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to turn off my mic, but we're going to watch Shelly's live.
Copy and paste it on our original invoice. Perfect. Okay, and we do want to resize these. So whatever it comes in is the dimensions that it came in. But of course, we want our customized dimensions. If we want this image big and bold on a t-shirt, as you see here, um, our standard adult size is 10 width. So this is a 10 width. I am a size medium. So this fits pretty big and bold on my shirt. So we typically do small through extra large, 10 width. Anything larger than that, we go larger. An easy way that I can let you guys know how to come up with the dimension. What's your name again? My name is Chelly. What is your name, Mr. Boxing and Basketball? My husband loves boxing and my son loves basketball. That is my name, Chelly. For everyone here watching, Sean. Okay, nice to meet you, Sean. Oh, hey, my husband's in here. Hey, honey. Okay, how I like to teach people on how to come up with your own dimensions when people say, I don't know what my dimensions are. How do I figure out the dimensions? My ruler does not show those sizes. That means that your right click and hit inches. Do you see how it might be in pixels or something? Just go up there and right click on it.
Am I?
You see it? You got it?
I'm in yours, but
So
am I in?
Okay, perfect. So real quick, like I was saying,
Am I in my live, guys?
it's so easy. People get so stressed out because they don't understand how do I come up with this dimension. The easiest thing I tell anybody to do is get a ruler, get a tape measure,
Am I
anything
in my
like
live? Hold
that,
on.
and you
I'm gonna get
literally
out of hers.
can just put it across. Oh,
Oh
this is
yeah.
actually a 9. Never mind. You just lay it across the t-shirt, and whatever size that you want is the size of your dimensions. So you would go, oh, I want, a 12 width. The width is
So am I?
how
Because I don't
large
see
it is.
myself.
And whatever
Stream health. There's 3 people watching, guys. Just give me a second, because Chelly's also live as well. There, no,
Okay, go ahead,
but
Sean.
this isn't the right live.
So I'm just gonna explain this. So the width is
This.
how big you
Oh,
want
it is the
your
right live.
dimensions, and the height is how
Watch it, guys. Just give me a second.
Okay,
Okay, here we go. I don't know why, too. You guys see the warning right there. The stream's current bit rate is lower than recommended bit rate. I don't understand that. But yes, I'm going to show you guys how to set up a gang sheet in AI, Photoshop. Where my wife's doing Photoshop on the Flash Custom Transfers channel. I'm going to, oh, as you guys can see right now. So you guys can see that she's doing it right now. So we'll head on over to hers. And it looks like that. I don't know if you guys can really hear her. Let me see if you guys can hear. Damn gang sheet in AI, Photoshop. Where my wife's doing Photoshop on the Flash Custom Transfers channel. I'm going to. Oh, as you guys can see, right? So let's go back to hers, and let me click live. And let's go back to hers and let's go see what Chelly is doing. Okay. So hopefully I don't get flagged while doing this.
so let me know what you hear, Sean, because this is gonna be a very
So right now she's setting up. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to get flagged. I don't want to get in trouble for this. So I'm just going to show you guys how to set up a gang sheet in AI. It's super easy. So definitely come hang out with me. I'm going to wait for a few more people to get in here. Okay, so we got 4 people in here. So you guys can. And yeah. So right now, let me turn off her audio. Let me turn off the audio from this right here from the Mac OS. Audio clip, screen capture. Oh, hold on, her audio's still playing. So let me close that video. Let me close that. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we're all set up, guys. We got a few people in here. Like I said, I'm gonna wait for a little more before I go set up my new gang sheet. But if you are in here and you don't know how to set up a gang sheet in AI, please let me know. Let me see. All right, so now we're all set up, guys. Yeah, let me know My audio is good, my visuals are good. Let me know if you guys know how to set up a gang sheet in AI. If you don't know, our website is now, and let me show you guys some new things going on with our website. Let's head on over to Flash Custom Transfers. Let's go to Flash Custom Transfers. So if you don't know, this is our brand new website. Our website includes free shipping. So everything that's on our website now is free shipping, 100%. And then everything is also printed the next business day. So if you order from us today, even though it's 6:41 p.m. And it's actually after our closing time, it'll actually be considered an order on Wednesday. So the order will be placed as long as the graphic and everything is great. The order will be considered because it's after our closing time, 6 p.m. here at 6:41. So technically, if you were to submit the order now, it wouldn't count. It would count as Wednesday. So that means it would be printed and shipped Thursday. That's our new process. So the new ordering process, step by step: purchase online, DTF transfers UV pre-made gang sheets, and then email the gang sheets. So once you purchase, you're going to email those gang sheets over, include your order number in the subject line. All the files must be 300 DPI, PNG, and CMYK. This is what I'm going to kind of go over with you, but I just want to let you guys know how you do this when moving forward. We don't want any confusion. A lot of people are doing really good with it. We did tremendous sales today. So thank you guys for out there who are still supporting us. But for all the people out there who are kind of confused, I know my wife is talking to a Mr. Sean right now, and on how to do it. She's teaching you how to set up a gang sheet on Photoshop. I'm going to teach you how to set up a gang sheet on AI. All orders will be printed as submitted next business day. Yes, next business day. So again, but it's during business hours. And then yes, all orders are free shipping. All orders will ship standard shipping right from the warehouse. So as soon as you place it, you don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about what's it called? Processing time. You don't have to worry about processing time. We eliminated processing time. So there's a lot of people out there who wonder, oh, well, will I be able to do this and will I be able to do that? How long will it take? Nope, you no longer have to worry about processing time. As soon as you place the order, it's automatically started. As long as you place the order within the business hours and as long as your gang sheet is set up correctly. If you send me just this as an image, I'm not going to be able to print it. Our team is going to email you back and say, hey, listen, all you sent me was this. This is not a gang sheet. This is a gang sheet, right? This is a super old gang sheet that we did a very long time ago. This is my grandfather, but this is a gang sheet. As you can see, it's transparent. This picture, we're not going to check anymore to see if you want it like background cleared or anything. We're not going to do that anymore. You have to send a completed gang sheet just like this to us. Let me see. We got another one over here. That's a Z's. This one right here. Can we even see these? Look, I got these Alpha Patrol joints. Here we go. So we got some right here. This is another one. Yeah, so this guy right here, some that I'm doing. These right here, this is a completed gang sheet. Okay, so let's go back to this one. If you send us just an image, we're not going to be able to print it. So don't just send us just an image. Please send us a completed gang sheet like this one right here, like my grandfather. And it's up to you to make everything size. So I can show you guys how to do it, but I just want to, as people are kind of rolling in here now, we got that's the wrong thing. We got people rolling in here now. Just to kind of show you back to our website, this is how you order everything. It's also included too for our UV DTF. Your gang sheet has to be set up. So if you want to come in here and purchase from the website, we definitely want you to, because we have the fastest process at the highest quality, hands down in the industry. Flash Custom Transfers. Your stuff is getting printed as soon as you place the order. just as long as it's right. So it has to be correct. And then number two, it has to be during business hours. And remember, we're talking about business days here. We had an order over the weekend where somebody was like, hey, I placed it on the, I think it was on the 7th or something like that. It was on a Friday, but it was at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And we're like, well, that counts as the weekend because we're closed and we don't print on the weekend. So therefore, your order won't be submitted. It won't even start the printing process until, it won't even count as an order being, it won't even count until Monday. So if you order after 6 o'clock on Friday, it will count as if you placed the order on Monday, which means it won't be printed and shipped until Tuesday. So just be aware of that. Again, we try our best to give out this information as much as possible, but there's nobody else that's beating our prices, hands down. Whenever you, when it comes to bang for buck for size, right? Like right here, we'll just go to 22 by 24, 36 and 60. And yes, we can go bigger. If you need bigger sizes, just contact us. But those are just the ones that we just offer on the website, but they're definitely bigger. But the bang for your buck as far as free shipping, 22 by 24, and it's printed the next day. If we go to some, and I'll just pull them up here. If we go to, this is UV DTF, so DTF transfers. Is it this one, sample size? I think we go to like a company like this, 2 feet, this is 22 by 24. They start at 35 and that doesn't include shipping. They're 22 by 60. Is the price gonna change or is it just gonna stay right there? Is that it? Oh, it's not changing, everything is the same. That's a flaw. Okay, well, yeah, that might be something going on with the website, because usually whenever you change, I know with our website, whenever you change the thing, the price changes. So 22 by 60, the price changes to 55 bucks. I don't know what's going on with their website, but this is just a comparison to show, because I'm sure that I know for a fact that each one isn't. It's not $34.99 for 22 by 10, but you never know. Let's go see what happens if we. Oh, you can't even. Oh, okay. You have to upload the image or whatever, and then it'll change. But I just want to show you guys that is the difference from our product and every other product out there. If we just use our, some other companies out there that do transfers, ours automatically includes shipping. So this right here is 55 bucks. But it's 55 bucks. That's printed the next day. So if you order right now, it will be considered as ordering on Wednesday. So that means it will be printed and shipped on Thursday. Now, again, it's ground shipping, but if you need faster shipping options, you have them right here. You can either click 2-day air or next day air. So these are just really the cool options that we have here with Flash System Transfers. And we just really want everybody else out there to understand and know the difference in prices versus us and the product that you're going to get, the high quality product, including like right here, high quality UV DTF with the clear backing. We don't have to pay for this backing, but we take the extra step to provide you with a high quality product. Even with our special film, with our DTF film, our apparel DTF, we don't have to pay for this type of film. We could definitely go with a cheaper film, but this film heightens the product, and we haven't changed our price. Our price only, the price did change from $19.99 to $35 because we always wanted to incorporate free shipping. So that's where the price of free shipping, and remember we used to charge you to print faster. We used to actually charge a fee to print faster. We said, let's get rid of all that. Let's get rid of shipping. We just want one price, click, go, boom, bam. So let's go ahead. Let's tell you guys how to set up a gang sheet here. So I'm going to go over here to AI. The first thing you want to do whenever you're trying to set up a gang sheet in Adobe Illustrator, you can do this in Canva, but remember you can't check your quality like you can in AI. So in AI, and then there's a lot of things that you just can't do, like as far as working with vectored images. Let me see if I have any vectored images. See if any of these alphas are vectored. See, like this is a vectored image. You can't do this in AI. So if I wanted to come in here and if I wanted to change alpha, right, we're gonna ungroup. If I wanted to change this A, this A, this A, this A, this A to red, I can do that. Red, boom. Now, you see what I'm saying? You can't do that in Canva. So that's the reason why we really suggest do everything in Adobe Illustrator or at least Photoshop. My wife is on Flash Custom Transfer's YouTube channel. She's doing the Photoshop. I'm here on Straight Outta Content. I'm doing the Adobe Illustrator. So the first thing you want to do whenever you're trying to set up your gang sheet is go to File and hit New. Now we have templates already made in here. I usually use 8x8 to create images. Like I say, if I download an image from somewhere and I want to alter it, I'll open it up in an 8x8. But we are going to do our standard DTF gang sheet, 22 by 24, $35, shipped right to you. Next day print, that same day ship. So 22 by 24. If you don't know how to do this, you're gonna come in here. I'm not gonna do it because I already created it, but you're gonna hit 22, and for height, you're gonna hit 24. And then for color, you always wanna make sure that you are in CMYK. Okay, for color, you always wanna make sure you're in CMYK because that's how our printers print. Then you're just gonna hit create. Boom. Now we have our gang sheet. So anything that we put on in the parameters of here, we can print. We can send to Flash Custom Transfers and we can print. The beauty about learning this is that you're not just using it for yourself, right? So I have these shirts here that I created for Peter Tech, who's a YouTuber, content creator, right? So, all right, yeah, he's a mechanic. He's my mechanic. He has his own big business. And then, you know, I make him shirts just out of support. If you know how to create it, excuse me, if you know how to create a gang sheet, you can automatically create a small business outside of just, you know, traditional heat transfers, right? Because we offer this product right here. This is UV DTF. These are stickers that we have for our second business that we already created that's not really filmed like that. But these are here, these go on hard surfaces. So if you have the ability to create a gang sheet, that means that you have the ability to do artwork. And if you have the ability to do artwork, now you're in the world of graphic design and you can really scale whatever side business or full business that you want for yourself. So if you wanted to, you know, maybe get on TikTok like we did with the live the other day, and we put UV DTF on my daughter's laptop, on her MacBook, right? These are all the things that you can do if you learn how to create a gang sheet. And if you're in this business, it's like being a mechanic, like Peter. It's like if Peter only had, you know, like tools from like one toolbox. If like Peter tried to be a mechanic, a mobile mechanic, but he only had one toolbox, he can probably do some jobs, but there's gonna be a lot of jobs that he just can't do. So he has a vast amount of tools so that he can knock out a lot of jobs. And that's something that we suggest whenever it comes to this world of apparel and crafting and stuff like that. We suggest that you have a lot of tools, and the tools that I'm talking about are Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, Canva Pro, because we use Canva Pro every single day, especially for our thumbnails. And then a software maybe like Adobe Premiere Pro, so that you can film the stuff that you do, so that you can actually get it out there and you can edit. These are really big tools that have helped us, and we hope that they help you. Again, there's no affiliation or anything. We're just telling you what is best for your situation. So we're gonna go ahead and start here with the gang sheet, and I'm just gonna create something, whatever I have in my computer. We're just gonna, first thing you wanna do, you never wanna drag and drop the image, so, right? You don't wanna do that, because whenever you drag and drop the image, you risk the chance of it not importing correctly. So the first thing you always want to do is hit open. And yeah, sure, we'll use Straight Outta Content. So we'll use Straight Outta Content, okay? So this Straight Outta Content is 2 inches, 2 by 2 inches. But you notice it's actually not correct because it's not cropped correctly. So let me go ahead and show you guys how to crop an image correctly, because these dimensions are not right. So what will happen here is, and this has happened to us before, we've been like, oh cool, it's in our computer and it's 2 inches, it's 2 by 2 or 2 by 2.5, but that's not actually correct because it's not cropped. Also, we want to check the resolution, And it could be a little higher, but this is going to print pretty well. Let's see what happens if we make it bigger. So let's go to 10. Remember that this actually isn't 10 inches. Whenever we make it 10 inches, so if somebody wanted to put this on a shirt, say at 300 DPI or at 300% zoomed in, there's some pixelization. So we know that this image isn't at its highest quality. And again, you can tell your customer this. So it'll print, but it just might not print at its highest quality. Also, the dimensions are off. Okay, so even though we're at 10 inches over here, look at this gap, look at this gap, look at this gap over here. Okay, hold on 1 second. Just hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is crop this image. Now, I'm not going to vector it because that's a process that takes a while, but I will show you how to properly crop this image, because if I crop this image right here, I'm going to drop the resolution even lower. So if I hit right here, if I hit crop and I bring it up just above the line and just above this line, and I bring it in here, right? And I bring it in, and I bring it in, and I bring it in, I'm going to drop the quality even lower. And your eye can't really tell it. This is just from experience. We understand that whenever you crop inside here, you'll drop the quality. See, so it's even worse. You might not really be able to see it in this demonstration, but I promise you, whenever you crop an image inside of AI, you're going to drop the quality. So let's hit undo. Let's hit undo crop. So we want to make this perfect. So whenever we scale it to 10, it's actually 10 inches, because right now this is about an inch right here. So it's really about 9. And what will happen is you will drag this over here to your gang sheet and you will think, oh, I'm at 10 inches, but you're not. And then when the person gets it, or whenever you get it, so say you create this gang sheet on your end, you send it to us, we print it, because we're not going to check artwork anymore. We just send it right to the printer to be printed so that we can speed up the process and take more orders. So whenever you do this, if you don't crop your image, you're going to get a smaller image than what you really thought you were getting. And that's not on our end. That's on your end, on the user. So please heed these instructions. So what we're going to do is we're going to open Photoshop. And Photoshop is the software that we use here in-house whenever we want to crop an image. So the first thing we're going to do is hit open. So we're going to go to downloads. We're going to hit this. And see, look at all this space right here. Look at all this space. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's hit the crop button and let's bring it in. It should snap. See, it'll snap right to it, snap right to it, snap right to it, and snap right to it. Boom. Now we're going to hit the check mark. Boom. Now we know that this is perfect. This is perfectly cropped. The dimensions are correct. So now we're going to hit export quick. Export quick PNG. Name it Eve, but I'll say cropped. Crop. This way I know the file's different. Save it. We're gonna bring it in here. We're gonna hit file. We're gonna hit open. Ooh, look at this one. Crop. Oh yeah, see? Now it's 1.8, and look, it's 100% precise. So this is the image that we can scale bigger or smaller, and we can use on our gang sheet. So now let's take it. Let's drag it over here. And now whenever we make it 10 inches, watch the difference between this one watch the difference between this one right here that was 10 inches and then this one right here. Let's go 1, 0. Boom. Now see the difference? This one is 10 inches over here, but because of the gap, it's not actually 10 inches. This is a 10 inch, 10 width by 11 straight out of content logo. So that right there is a salute. Hey, what's up, Mr. Woods? So that right there is a very key, vital piece in why you need different softwares in order to be in this business, okay? So please heed this information. So again, say I want to just make a straight of the content gang sheet. So I wanted a bunch of logos. Say I wanted to make like a bunch of shirts. So I've got some 10 inches right here. We're gonna hit command, hold it. Oh. Okay, we're gonna double it up. Let's see how many we can fit. Oh, we can fit 4. Yep, 10 by 11, yep. Yep, so you can fit 4, 10 by 11 straight out of contents, or whatever you want on a 22 by 24 inch gang sheet. Okay. Now again, if we wanted to go to a bigger, say for some reason this didn't fit, say our image, let me go get a different image. Let me see, open. Say I wanted to fit something more on here. So say I wanted to fit, what's another image I can use? Say I wanted to fit, let me see. I don't really print from this computer that much. These. Yeah, say no, I'm not going to add that. Say I wanted to add this. I don't know why I want to add this, but say I wanted to add this 4th of July special, right? So we're going to open it up. We're going to drag it over here to our gang sheet. Say I'm like, dang, I can't add this. Say for some reason I wanted to add this. Dang, I can't add this. I don't have enough room. Now you have two options. Either you can come up here, hit File, New, and then create a 22 by 36, and then open it all up over there and have to drag and drop. Or in here, you can come on over to Artboard, hit Artboard, and it's now going to select your entire artboard. And right now we are at 22 by 24. But you guys know that we print in 22 by 24, 36, and 60. Those are the gang sheets that we create. So we want to add this extra picture to the gang sheet. And we have the extra money to spend, so we're going to go ahead and do it. So we're going to come over here, we're going to hit 36, hit enter, and boom. Now we have the extra space that we wanted. And we're like, oh man, it doesn't, oh yeah, it does, it is going to fit. So we're going to raise these up. Now we're working with a 22 by 36 inch gang sheet. We're going to bring these up. And now we have room for our other image, and we should be able to do 2 of these. Oh, no, we can't, because they're a little wide. So these are 11 wide. So we'll bring these down. We'll bring these down to 10 wide. Bring these down to 10 wide. Oh, is that Donovan? It's probably Donovan. Hold on. I got him.
Hold on.
Is it Donovan?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, honey. Did you have fun? Did you
Why are you so sweaty? What was you doing?
We were learning about my phone.
Oh.
Okay. You want to go take a shower to cool down, or you want to play outside? Yes.
Hey, Edna's Essence, what's up? Sorry, my son just got back from swimming. I mean, from fishing. So, yes, that's how you set up a gang sheet. So now that we set it up, that's how you set up a gang sheet, and that's how you alter it as well. So we set up the gang sheet. Hey, baby. Yeah. So that's how you set up a gang sheet, and that's how you expand the gang sheet. So again, if we wanted to go to 22 by 60, boom, we could. We could go to 22 by 60, but we don't like that. That's too big. So we just want to go to 22 by 36 and bring it back. So boom. Now we can fit all of our images. We can actually zoom out here. So boom, and we want to check the whoa. Let's undo that. Undo. Boom. And then now we want to check the transparency. So now we know we're not touching any lines, right? And we do have a little gap down here. So say I wanted to, let's say we wanted to make some small ones to fill in the gap. We're working with 10s. Let's try to make some 2-inch ones. Oh yeah, these 2-inch ones are perfect. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. Let's move this one up a little bit since we have so much room. And there's definitely a lot of room to cut, and we're just gonna make a bunch of 2-inch straight out of content. This is actually a good sheet. I could always use. And again, remember, the same sheet that you make for DTF is the same sheet that you can use for UV DTF. So you don't have to change the sheet just because it's a different process. You just upload the right sheet. Or email us the right sheet. So So we're just gonna go like this. We're gonna do 2 more, and bam. So this right here is our entire gang sheet. This is a really awesome one. So we filled in the room with a bunch of little straight of contents on the bottom. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big images on a 22 by 36. So let's go back to the internet and let's see how much a 22 by 36 is. So 22 by 36 is $42. Remember, that is free shipping. That is coming right to you. And it is printed that next business day. So for $42, you're gonna get this. You don't have to worry about shipping or anything. It's coming right to you. You're gonna get a big 22 by 36 inch gang sheet. You're gonna be able to fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 huge images, huge adult images, plus a bunch of little ones if you wanted to do like left chest hits or whatever. And remember, you can also do this exact same sheet in UV DTF as well. So that's 6 big items plus the little ones. Again, I don't know if you're putting them on shirts. Carl, is that Photoshop? No. Chelly's doing Photoshop on Flash System Transfers. This is Adobe Illustrator. Oh, that's a full gang sheet right there. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So, and we always want to maximize your gang sheet. So the next thing you want to do from here is you're going to go to File and you're going to go to Export As, and then you're just going to name it whatever you want. So we're going to name it Live YouTube gang sheet, right? And we want to actually use the artboard. So now this, if say you had a picture over here or a picture over here, whenever you hit use artboards, it's going to just, print, or it's going to just export what's on this artboard. Okay, so you're gonna hit export. And then you always want to do high 300 PPI. That's pixels per inch. I think you hear DPI a lot because that's how we print. So it's dot of ink per inch. But in Adobe Illustrator, it's a software, so it's working with pixels, so it's pixels per inch. And then we always do art optimized. That gets rid of some of the white lines that you may see in other people's stuff. So always use that, because if you just use none, you could potentially have small white outlines whenever printing. And then you always want to do transparent. You're going to hit OK. And it's going to take a second to export. Boom, 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 boom. And then now, whenever you go to downloads, we have our gang sheet. Look at that. We have our completed gang sheet right here, guys. Right here. This right here is ready to print. So all you have to do is head on over to Flash System Transfers. Head on over to Flash System Transfers, and like it says right here, new DTF gang sheets are printed the next business day in free shipping. Email completed gang sheet after purchase to order.flashsystemtransfers.com. So once you're done, you hit order, come down here, you acknowledge everything, and you hit next day. I'm sorry, you don't hit next day because you don't want it next day. You hit add to cart, boom, you're gonna put in your information, and then the second you do that, you're gonna receive an order number, and you're gonna email us your completed gang sheet that you just made. And you're gonna email us this beautiful thing right here. And then the reason why we still do email versus an upload, so like some of the other companies, is because we still wanna have that one-on-one conversation with you. We still wanna have that one-on-one customer service to company. So this way, if say you just sent me just this straight out of content image, we would tell you, unfortunately, we cannot print this. Please send us a completed gang sheet. If you were to just upload it, it would just go straight to the printer, and you would just receive a 22 by 24 inch gang sheet with one picture on it, and you would flip out. So even though we don't create gang sheets anymore, we don't tell you about your quality of the images or anything, we don't do any of that. Just know that we at least will tell you, like, hey, we can't print this. We're not going to move forward until you send us a completed gang sheet. So I hope that helps tremendously, because there are a lot of people where if you send them, let's go back over here to AI. If you send them this, like say you didn't know, and you just threw in the image into the, so this right here, this is a gang sheet. Oh, you just use these people as a company. So you drag and drop your gang sheet. If you just drop in an image, it's gonna get printed. No art, see, no art changes can be made on this project. It's just gonna get printed. So they will definitely send you a whole gang sheet with one image on it, and you won't know. So that's why we say email it to us so that we can at least, at the very least, give you the courtesy to say, hey, listen, this is just an image. You need to send a gang sheet. Please send it. And we're gonna, we got a couple people that are like, hey, I don't know how to set up a gang sheet. Well, there's a lot of information on how to do it. You see that me and Shelly are doing it right now, and we've done it in the past. And then there's a lot of other companies who have told you guys and taught and put up videos on how to set up a gang sheet as well. So in 2023, in August 8, 2023, the information to set up a gang sheet is out there. It's just up to you if you want to take the time and spend the money and get the right hardware, the computers and stuff like that to be able to use the software to set up a gang sheet. Technology is moving forward, and if you're in this business and you want to print shirts and make custom things, you have the old school way of vinyl, which a lot of people are still using to this day. Lord knows every time I go to Aviva, there's, people still buying vinyl. So you still do have that way if you want to stay off of the software side and you just want to, layer and do stuff like that. But you're not doing full color images and you're not doing complex images with vinyl. It's just not going to work, right? You're not doing this even with permanent vinyl. It's just not going to work, and it's not going to be as easy, and it's going to take you super long to layer, and it's not going to be as precise. And it's definitely not going to be as durable. You're not doing these, right? You're not doing this with vinyl. It's just not happening, especially with everything else. You might be able to get away with this image right here, the way that you lay it, but this one right here would have to be, you would have to find that type. And again, the color match wouldn't match. This is right from the picture that we downloaded. So again, that helped a lot. So we'll know what needs attention. Thanks. Yes. Yeah. And again, we do these videos so that we can help you, everybody else out there. Let me see what other messages that I have. Let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah, so sorry about that. I got some text messages. But yeah, so that's how you set up a gang sheet. And again, I can show you guys how to set up a quick little gang sheet in Canva. But again, you need Canva Pro, which means you're going to have to pay for it, right? So we're going to hit create design and then custom size. And I think we have 22 by 24 in here. And then in here, you're going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to hit upload. And we're just going to, we won't even hit upload. We'll just go to elements and we'll do like a soccer ball. Oh, my bad. That one's moving. We're going to do like, let's see. Let's see what other images they got up in here. See, everything, what's pretty cool about Canva is all these images that they provide are actually already vectored. But if you try to pull in an image of yourself, you're not going to really be able to tell too much the quality of it. And then it'll also have like a background like this right here. This has a background. So it doesn't look like it right now, but if I change the background to black, we can see that this picture has a background. And also I can't scale. When I scale in, it doesn't actually change the image. It just cuts the image off. Whereas in AI, if I use this exact same image in AI, whenever I scale, is this it? Yeah. So whenever I use the exact same image in AI, if I crop, it'll shrink it. See? That's the difference. If I can kind of manipulate it however I want, I can go in, I can make it, short, fat. Now I can't delete the background in here yet. I think I can image trace. And that right there, and then hit expand. No, it's not a logo, so I want to cover the whole thing, but look what it did to the image. So this is an image that I would bring into Photoshop and hit open. I'd scroll down and I'd go to my folder and I'd hit this and I'd hit that. And then I would go to erase. Where is the eraser? Eraser, magic eraser, hit that, and boom, now the background is removed. And I can also hit that too. Boom, now the shadow is removed. You can only go check in the little spots right there, little spots right there. delete everything right there. And now my background is removed. So that right there is, I just showed you really fast, super duper fast, the way I was able to use 3 different softwares to get the final product that I wanted. And again, this is exactly what we use every single day. That's why it's almost impossible to just come in here and, you can do it. Like if you wanted to do like this right here, like a yogurt or something like that, and you can come in here, you can remove this. You can remove the background, and it did a pretty good job. But see, and I can crop it. That's what's pretty cool about, oh, I don't want to go that close. And I can crop it a little bit. But as far as proportions, I can't stretch this longer or fatter. It's locked in its proportion. And then even with the thing, I have to hold it if I want to see the height to get it by. So 5 inches. Boom. And again, you can set it up with black if you want to set your gang sheet up with a black background. It doesn't matter because you're going to have to come in here and hit share and then download and then hit transparent background and then drag it to its highest resolution. So you can do it in Canva. It's possible. He said, yes, we have Canva Pro. Yeah, you can do it in Canva. It's possible. Is it ideal? No, it's not ideal. You want to, like I said, you want to have tools. So like you can remove an engine with all hand tools. You can. It's humanly possible, right? It's possible, right? But it's gonna be hell and high water. And you're gonna really be dragging yourself like through the mud if you have, electric tools or even, air compressed tools, you can zip everything out of there extremely fast. And you're gonna be able to do it half the amount of time, with, half the amount of manpower. You can change an engine by yourself, right? It's possible. People do it. Or if you have a team of 4 or 5, right? You got 4 or 5 different hands, you can get that thing out of there. I always use mechanic stuff because that's just what I do. Outside of this, wow, we got 11 people in here. So if you guys have any questions, I see Mr. Woods. Mr. Woods is always very interactive. And don't forget, 12 people in here. Thank you. It's like right when I show everybody how to create a gang sheet, now 12 people jump in here. So don't forget, Shelly's also live over there on Flash Custom Transfers as well. She showed everybody how to set up a gang sheet using Photoshop, and now she's in Adobe Illustrator. So I got 12 people in here. If you want to learn how to set up a gang sheet, definitely just ask a question, or if you have any questions, period, on the process of the products that we offer here with Apparel DTF or with our UV DTF product here, which goes on hard surfaces. As you can see right here, I don't know if you guys can see that, hard surfaces. This right here, we didn't apply this the best way. That's why it has like air bubbles. We should have applied it better. Hey, from Mexico. Hey, what's up? Mr. Sunshine. This right here. Oh, shout out to Mexico, Selena. So this probably would be huge in Mexico. Selena UV DTF and Selena DTF would be huge. Do you guys have DTF in Mexico? That's where my wife's family is from. And we haven't heard anybody out there. And in fact, we actually only ship to Canada, and we've never shipped to Mexico. So I would love to. I know we want to go out there, and I know her brother and stuff like that just went out there to Mexico to visit some of his wife's family. And then Shelly's been out there before as a kid, but I don't think she's been out there as an adult. I think I'm going to go out there for some cosmetics stuff to get my teeth done. Okay, bet. Yeah, you guys got it. Awesome. That's cool. Yeah, I know. We really wanted to. We got Canada. We were shipping a lot to Canada, but we're right here in Texas. We're right on the border. So we were wondering, how do we get into Mexico to start trying to push this product, especially the UV DTF product, since this is so new, in the whole world. We want to push this, especially for hard surfaces. Oh, snap. Been following for a while. Okay, appreciate that, Mr. Sunshine. Say we got the UV DTF here, UV DTF here. So, Mr. Sunshine, do you know how to set up a gang sheet? Are you here? 13 people. Thank you guys. I don't know where all these people are coming from. I just spent like 30, 40 minutes. How long have I been on here? 30, 40 minutes trying to set up a gang sheet. Shelly's over there. But I mean, I guess I can just continue to go. If you guys, 14 people in here, it just keeps. I know it just keeps going up, but I already spent all the time showing the gang sheet with 4 people in here.
I know, that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm about to be done too, because I'm like, I already.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can jump on mine.
Are you gonna come over there?
Yeah, you can come over. Did you help Sean out?
Yeah, Sean and Tanya, I was able to help them create their own gang sheet. They said they got it. They were very appreciative. It was
Oh,
really
you know what, guys? I'm gonna call a customer. Well, not a customer. I'm gonna call somebody right now who had questions. He was on Chelly's live, so I'm gonna call Sean right now.
You don't want to layer these. You want to make sure you can't really see that white.
Oh, I don't want to show no number.
These are
Let me call Sean right now.
transparent. You need to add a
Let's hear Sean. Let's move this back a little bit. I don't know if Sean is still on the live.
No, I think he's gone.
He's gone? Okay. I told him I would call him. Sean is a gentleman here in Houston, Texas, and he reached out because I think him and his wife were doing something about a family reunion. And he reached out, and I told him we'd be on live.
Hey, this is Sean.
Oh.
I'm not available to get to the phone right now.
Was calling still on live. Give me a call when you can. Okay, so 13 people in here. I've been following you. I'm in Baja. Okay, bet. Okay, so we're still in here. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, please. I'm down to hear all the questions that you may have in regards to how to set up a gang sheet. But yeah, so Mr. Sean, he was asking. I guess he had seen Ninja Transfers, and I think somebody else on the. I think they were using vinyl, and then he had seen Ninja Transfers, and he just had some questions. So Chelly, I set up Chelly to go live first, and then she went live, and she was teaching everybody because he has Photoshop. So she was teaching him how to set up a gang sheet in Photoshop so that he can just use his own images, send them over to us, and we're gonna print it and send it right to him. He's right here in Texas, so he's gonna get it. I mean, the things, if it gets into UPS man's hand by like 4 o'clock, it's usually, if you're in the state of Texas, it's usually to you the next day. If you're in Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, I think New Mexico or Arizona or New Mexico, it's usually like a day and a half. Okay, Robert, gradient with DTF and UV DTF, do's and don'ts. You know, that's a really good question. So whenever you talk about gradient, I have some here. If I go right here to my thing, I think I have some gradients. I do. Perfect example. I'm so glad that you brought that up because I do. I have gradients right here, and I've actually printed these. These were available on the website, so I'm so glad that you brought that up. So it's going to load here for a second, and I'm going to show you some gradients that I did in Photoshop. So as you can see here, these 4 images have different gradients, right? This one right here is super clear, right? And I did these right after he won. Right after he won the heavyweight championship. And yeah, they print amazing. You know, you do the gradient because you want that graphic tee look, right? So I did that and it prints amazing. I actually have these somewhere around here. Let me see. Oh, Selena. I got a bunch of Selena stuff. Yeah, I have these grading. I think there might, UV DTF here, printed my car. Yeah, I have them here somewhere. I don't want to get up from the camera because there's a lot of people in here. There's a lot of people in here, guys, but just to answer your question, gradients look just fine and they print actually well. It's that, you're going to get that look of like a graphic tee whenever you make your image have that gradient look and then you print it with DTF. You're gonna kind of get that gritty look. And what's cool is if you can make if you can make it like almost see-through, it won't be so much material to print. So therefore it'll really adhere to the shirt and then give it that flexibility. Versus if I print this one right here on the left of the screen, you're going to be able to feel this, okay? It's a big hit, right? It's a huge hit. So it's meant for a big T, so you're going to be able to feel it. But if you're able to, you know, kind of delete some of the black like I did over here, you're not going to be able to feel it as much. So That's a really good question with gradients, and the gradients work the same way with UV DTF. Here you can create gradient and it will have that look. So the process isn't really different anymore now that we match the colors of apparel DTF and UV DTF. We've really mastered the colors. As you can see, we're really able to color match this and this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we've done an amazing job in being able to color match both of our products for hard surfaces and apparel. So here we go. He said, "What up? What up? Ride Beats, what up? Can you wash the UV DTF? Can you wash the UV DTF applied on glass?" Yeah, of course. Yeah, we got so many different cups. Where are they? Hold on. And they're dishwasher safe. Our UV DTF is dishwasher safe. 100% is dishwasher safe. So please, yes, we have it. Let me see. I just was drinking in my straight out of content coffee cup the other day. Give me 1 second. Where's my straight out of content glass?
Glass?
Yeah, my straight out of content.
The wrap?
Yeah.
It's over here on your desk.
Oh, okay.
So this one was perfect. You sent this to us. This is perfect for printing. Perfect to go. I'm about to read it.
No. Okay. So hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Is it right here? Is it right here? Is it right here? No BSing, no BSing. We don't BS over here. 18 people, 18 people. So yeah, we did a video. Our old UV DTF, guys, was not good. Our old UV DTF, and that's why we stopped. If you noticed, when we started UV DTF in the beginning of the year, we stopped for a few weeks. Then we came back. Then we stopped for about a month and a half, almost 2 months. Mr. Woods knows. And we had to stop because the product just didn't meet our requirements. We're not like Kia over here. we definitely quality control everything. So this right here, I did one before and then I did this one. And I think this one we're still working on the colors because if you notice, the two blacks, this one's a little bit darker, but then again, the inside of this is like grimy. But we definitely fine-tuned. Once we got the product durability down and we got that perfect. So this has been through the ringer, as you see. Look how old that stuff is. This thing gets washed all the time. But the video is actually on Straight Outta Content, so you can go watch us apply this. With that being said, I think this was even applied back when we had the white backing. So the old UV DTF had the white backing, and then we decided to, spend the extra money and go with the clear backing and really separate ourselves. This way, when you see Flash Custom Transfers UV DTF, it's clear backing, and you're like, oh yeah, that's different. That's different than everybody else's UV DTF, which usually comes with a white backing because it's a little cheaper. So again, that's the reason why we do everything that we do, because we have to continue with the quality. And not only do we continue with the quality, now we're the fastest processing. 100%, there is no waiting time. You order as long as your gang sheet is correct. So let's go back over here to our gang sheet. What did we name our gang sheet, guys? Do you guys remember? I don't remember what we named it. What did we name our gang sheet? Oh, no, John Jones. Oh, no, what did we name our gang sheet? Here it is. This is the gang sheet that I created and taught you guys how to set up. I guess I didn't name it. Always name your gang sheet or save it. And then this is it right here. So as long as you send us a completed gang sheet, remember it's gonna print and ship that next business day. So I'm sorry, we got a couple of people in here. Hello, Mary White. Mary Watt. Hello. Miss Mary shouting out from Ladybug Crafty Creations, Houston, Texas. Oh, what's up? Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I know her.
Oh, Chelly says she knows you. What's up?
Yeah.
She said, hey, what's up? I think Chelly's going to come and join my live here soon. So Chelly's on her way. Chelly was over there. She was on live on Flash System Transfers. Now she's coming over to the main Big Dog channel, Straight Outta Content. And then Edna says, when are you ready to take the UV DTF off? How do you do that? Oh, heat. If you want to take it off, use heat. We actually have one video on how to do that. Yeah, you just use heat, like a blow dryer or something like that, and then you just scrape it off. But I don't know why you would want to take it off, because it's designed to be permanent. So I don't know why you wanted to. It was an older paper back then, live gang sheet. Yep. Somebody said they're in here from Mexico, that they've been here for a while. Mr. Sunshine.
Mexico lindo?
Who? What?
I don't know.
Let's see if we can get you up in here.
Hey, friends.
I'm trying to-
17 people in here. Let's
I
go.
know.
How's that espresso? Did you have some?
No. Oh,
It's
you
so
put it
strong.
in here?
It's so strong. I told you to
Is
put
it?
extra espresso.
I didn't know you did that.
That's what I told you. I said we're gonna
Oh, did you? That's why I'm wired up.
Yeah, because I was so tired. Look, I drank it all.
Oh, did you?
Sorry.
Okay, so I'll stay like this and then we
I'm
can see
so
both.
low.
No, come in.
I'm gonna put this back.
What's up? What's up? Ray Sanchez, what's up? Now you guys know that me and Charlie are back up in here. So if you guys have any questions, please ask us now that we're both here. I think we're both in the shot. Is this even live?
Can you see us?
Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, we can see us. Yep, so this is a little delay. What's up, Ray Sanchez? What's up? So again, guys, if you have any questions, let me move this over a little bit so that you guys can see. If you have any questions, ask us now. We just showed you how to set up a gang sheet in AI. Chelly showed you guys how to set up a gang sheet in Photoshop and AI over on Flash Custom Transfer's YouTube channel. So if you guys have any questions right now, would you just hit end stream or whatever?
No, that was early. Oh yeah, this was talking about earlier.
Mm.
Remember when I accidentally did that?
Oh man.
Emergency. I'm going to your thing.
Oh, just use it right here.
No, you're using that. I want to use mine.
No, this is for one. This is because it's only one channel, so you might as well just reply from here. So yeah, please ask us the questions. We got 17 people in here. Again, like I said, we're talking about our UV DTF product, and I was 19 people. So I'm going to show you guys the website. Come on,
this
because I
is
worked
alright.
very hard on the website. So let me go over here to Flash Custom Transfers, and yes, this is our website. And this is our new website. Tell me if you guys like it. Do I need to make myself smaller?
New ordering process. I know someone was like, "Where is it?" And I was like, "Oh, it's right here." I was like, "Oh, you can't see it because my face is blocking it."
Yeah.
But I figured it out.
Okay, so what are they saying? And I'm going to show them the new website.
So UV-DTF can replace sublimating on mugs.
Yes. Yeah, please. Yeah. There's zero reason to put sublimation on mugs and dealing with the heat and pressing. We have so many products that we've put UV DTF on.
Yes, we do.
Like I said, we have UV DTF so much around the house.
Will you accept PNG and SVG files for the gang sheets? We no longer accept SVGs, PNGs only.
Yes.
That is the only file format that we will be accepting. If you do send in an SVG, we will reply back and ask for a PNG of that file.
And the reason why is because, remember, everything with us now is about speed so that we can get the customers in and get their product. So with that being said, if you send us an SVG, that can't be printed at the printer. A PNG can. So if you send us an SVG, we just can't send that file, even though it may be perfect, transparent, the right dimensions and everything. It's crystal clear, 300 DPI, everything might be perfect, but unfortunately, we can't send it to the printer. So please send us a PNG or take that SVG and re-export it as a PNG, and then it speeds up the process. We can get it right to the printer. So that's the new ordering process that we have right here is, step-by-step purchase online, DTF, UV DTF, pre-made gang sheets or whatever. Then you want to email your gang sheets, which I told you guys earlier in the video, 300 DPI, PNG, CMYK, make sure you're creating it in CMYK. I showed you guys over here, this right here is CMYK. Whenever you're creating this is the gang sheet I created on my side. I don't know if you approve.
Is it high resolution
Yes.
images?
No. And I showed them how to crop in Photoshop too. I do good job. So
Guys, y'all have no idea how good of a job he does.
oh my God, you're always inappropriate.
How is that inappropriate?
Free
I'm
next
just
day print. All orders will be printed as submitted next business day. So I was telling them a lot about that too. Oh, we're losing people.
Yes, real quick, I want to say when purchasing online, you have DTF, UV DTF pre-made gang sheets, but you're also able to purchase 2-day ship and next day air.
New website is live. Kudos, Carl. Mr. Woods.
Thank you, Mr.
Mr. Woods.
I love it, love it. So, yes, you're able to purchase next day air and 2-day ship. I know everything is free shipping, free standard shipping, but some people need those expedite. I'm sorry, does my breath smell like coffee?
No, not at all.
Some people need faster shipping, so you are able to purchase those. Before, you were not able to select next day air or 2-day ship, but now it is incorporated in the website for those faster shipping. Thank you, Mr. Woods. We appreciate. Hey,
Thank you,
Patrick.
Mr. Woods. Thank you, Mr. Woods.
How are you?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Woods.
Yes, we appreciate you, Mr. Woods. He was over there saying what's up on mine too. I was like, head over there. And then he was over here chilling.
Yeah, he was over here rocking with me for a while.
That's good.
What's up, y'all? What up, Pat?
Yeah, so every order will be free next day print and free standard shipping. Again, if you want faster shipping, you can purchase that underneath your purchase items.
How you got that thing on the side? I don't got all that.
I don't like it because it gets in my way from seeing comments.
I can't. Oh, what'd they say?
Been pretty cool watching your journey and this business, guys. Been watching your videos for a while. Thank you, Mr. Sunshine. We
Yeah.
appreciate your support. With your support, we're able to continue doing what we love and continue to help you guys step by step in all this process in our journey. So we appreciate you. Thank you.
And just please share everything. That's all that we can ask for. Is that you guys share our content as we are competing. I did show them like our difference between like us and Ninja Transfers, but look, the price don't change. I guess you have to upload your image in order for the price to change, but it still starts at $35 and then it does go up. But I was showing them the difference between our prices for both of our products. If you go over here to even their UV DTF, let me see, DTF transfers. Oh yeah, if you go over here to their UV DTF product, they only offer 22 by 24 and it starts at $65.99.
What does it mean, 1 through 9? Oh,
Yeah.
1 through 9 sheets?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
and then you order more and it goes down?
Yeah, you
Oh,
order
okay.
more and it goes down, but that also include that none of these include shipping. Whereas with ours, 22 by 24, if you come over here to UV DTF, right?
You guys know Flash is where it's at.
So a 22 by 12 is 35, right? And theirs is, they got 22 by 24 at $65.
How much is ours?
Well, let's see. 22 by 24?
48 with free shipping.
With free shipping.
And free next day print.
And free next day print, right? And then that's as big as they go. And then our next one is 22 by 36 for 61. So you can get a bigger sheet shipped to you for free, and it's going to be printed and sent the next day, and it's cheaper. It's still cheaper than one of their sheets, and you're not obligated to buy 1 through 9. We don't do that minimum stuff, right? We don't do that minimum stuff. And then our big bodies, our 22 by 60s, are 86, right? So that's a little more, but it's a 5-foot sheet.
Oh, but this is, UV, yeah.
Yeah, this is UV.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah.
even offer that. They don't
Yeah.
offer it that big because these other companies, they make more money by selling individuals. They make, and again, if we wanted to sell individual images, we could,
Yeah.
right? We could totally sell you guys individual images and charge you the same way that a lot of other people do it. They took the same business model that Supercolor does. And Supercolor is really struggling right now because they're getting bombarded by DTF companies popping up everywhere for a lot cheaper and a lot faster and a lot better product. And now UV DTF, and they've never offered a hard surface product. Not out of their thing. Them and TKO Transfers that screen print
Sean's
transfer.
calling you.
Oh, there we go.
Tell him we're on live.
Yeah, Mr. Sean, we're on live.
Are y'all back on live again?
Yeah, well, I'm still on my shredded content. Shelly got off of her Flash Custom Transfers one.
Oh, okay. I'll hop back on.
No. I wanted to talk to see how it went and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nah, everything went good. I shot your email. I followed Shirley's instructions how to make the gang sheet.
Okay.
And then I sent one at first to you to look at, but then she said, "Oh, I forgot to make the transparent background." So I was like, "Oh," I said, I already sent it to him. So then I went back after she showed me how to make it transparent and sent it to you again just for you to look at, just to see how it looked.
Okay, bet.
What is the name? I don't see it in here.
I sent it to the email me and Carl was talking about earlier.
Let me check my spam. Maybe it's in the spam.
Yeah, sometimes it be going to spam.
I think, what was that email? Was it straight out, whatever email?
Oh, you sent it to straight out of
Yeah, you sent it to
content.
me.
Oh, okay.
Let me
okay.
text.
Oh, yeah, I sent it directly. Oh, I just sent it to you just for you to look at. I wasn't going to purchase it right now. It's just for you to look at.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. This is the one to send it to. I just texted it to you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we'll take a look at it. No
Yeah, we'll
problem.
definitely take a look at it.
26 and she's 55, correct? Yes.
And yours, we'll look
Man,
at.
y'all had me cracking up laughing. She said, "Am I yelling?"
I know. He kept telling me, Charlie. I'm like, oh my god, because I get.
You sound like me and my wife. I was telling my wife, "I'm like, Tanya, why you yelling?" She said,
He
"I'm not
always
yelling."
does that.
I said, "Yeah, you are." No, I'm not.
He always says it. Why are you yelling? Why
That's
are you
so
yelling?
funny.
I hate it.
That's so funny.
It's so funny.
But yeah, we'll
Yeah,
definitely.
my wife a long. I'm talking about, man, maybe 15 years ago, got her associate's degree in multimedia design. And that's where she learned Photoshop and
Okay.
Illustrator and all that. But we're talking about 15 years ago. But she still remembers a lot of the commands and stuff. And sometimes when I'm working on stuff, I'll be like, Tiny, come over here and fix this for me in Photoshop. Now, it takes her a minute because she's rusty.
Yeah.
But after a while, she finally figures it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it updates so fast. Like even from last year using it, it changes, but it stays the same. Like it's really weird how they do those little tweaks. But I highly recommend Adobe Illustrator, like I was saying on the live. Highly recommend that.
So Shirley, so this is how I knew. So back in the day when I had the whole package back then, it was like $50, right? And man, I was paying it, and I never used it enough. Like I would use Photoshop every blue moon just to do something. Then about 10 months later, I was like, man, did I really just spend $500 to use this like 3 times?
Oh my god, that's why I was saying you could do the individuals. Like if you just pay for Adobe, it's $25, or you just pay for Photoshop, it's $25. But the package is $60 for all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's the case, I would just do the whole package then.
Yeah.
And I think another reason why I didn't do it because I never took the time to learn Adobe Premiere when I was shooting my boxing videos.
Yeah.
I came up on Sony Vegas, so I use Sony Vegas all the time.
Oh.
What is that?
And that's why I never use Adobe Premiere.
Oh yeah, because that was literally the words that were gonna come out of my mouth next. Is, man, you film, you should be using Premiere Pro, because that's what I use.
Yeah, I've done Sony Vegas so long that I just know the ins and out of it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You know what that is?
No, I never. I
Sony
think
Vegas?
I might have heard of it,
I've
but
never heard of that.
I don't know.
Vegas, y'all never heard of the Vegas editor?
No.
Are you on your computer right now?
Yeah.
Just type in Google Sony Vegas, and it'll take you right to the software. Sony makes video editing software, and that's how Sony used to film their movies back in the day on Vegas.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. See, we know about DaVinci and stuff like that, and Final Cut.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay, great. Yeah, I didn't know.
So, is it like Premiere? I guess you don't know, but is it similar to Premiere Pro?
They're all
It
similar.
is. It has the same functions. You just gotta learn how to use where the buttons and stuff are at. I mean, how to fade it out, how to make it green screen. Like a lot of my videos, I would chop it up, I slow it down, I edit it, and then if back in the day I used to do green screen, where I film my green screen, I still got my green screen up, and then I would talk in the background and throw video behind me and all that.
Yeah.
But here's the problem now, Carl. Now that I've actually gotten to judging and all that, all my peers said, "Man, you gotta stop. You gotta stop shooting videos and doing interviews."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Why?" Because once you become a judge, and they go back and see that stuff, and if you any little bit bias or favoriness, they're not going to allow you to judge people's fights. Like, no, this dude hated on PBC, or this guy likes Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford, And then he said, "You're really going to hurt yourself." And I was like, man, I got other writers and people that do stuff for me. And I was like, hey guys, y'all got to really start doing this. I really got to fall to the background if I'm going to take judging and refereeing serious, or they're not going to allow me to get these fights.
Now, with you having a team like that, will they use your platform against you? Like, hey, he may not be doing it, but he's still the head honcho, and he's over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, because I haven't got there yet.
Okay.
But I've thought about that, and that's why I'm trying less and less to use my face more and more.
Yeah.
And honestly, there's a lot of videos I made. I was telling my wife the other day, there's a lot of videos I gotta go back and take down.
Unless you just stay amateur, but I know you want to go pro, because that's
I
what
want to go pro.
Yeah. That's a hard one. You know what I mean? It's they're both a beautiful career, because you are already everywhere. Oh, that's
Yep.
terrible. You know what I mean? So it's like either you're gonna be everywhere with your camera or everywhere at the.
Yeah, and Carl, it hurts so bad because I love doing interviews, and it's like, man, I'm stripping my love and passion to do interviews, to do judging and refereeing, but one's got to give. You can't do both.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't in that situation. I don't know. I don't know, man, because it's cool to judge because like we want because we see a lot of things like with the Rolly fight, like
Yep.
that old man, even though he wasn't that, he was only 40 something, but you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like
Oh,
fights
they
like
robbed him?
yeah, when they rob him, even like the Devin Haney fight, like you know what I mean, like
Yep.
there's a lot of these matches that happen, and it's like, good lord, like the
Hey,
Jeff Horn
Carl,
Pacquiao.
Carl, you want me to tell you something crazy about that? Now that I'm in that space, and I know this is going to sound like way out there in left field, but those judges, and even they do have bad nights and they do be off. Those judges and referees have thousands and thousands and thousands of fights underneath their belt
Yeah.
before they get to the pro level. And then when they get to the pro level, they have tons and tons. So it's kind of crazy. Now I'm in this space. I'm looking like, wow, like I have to really put in a lot of work to get to this level. And then I'm looking at these pro people. I'm like, God, maybe it was just a bad night. I guess they having a bad night because I didn't see what they saw.
Yeah.
Now, Carl, I will say this. Me, you, your wife, my wife, we have the absolute perfect angle of the boxing when you're watching it from TV. But when you're ringside and down in that small chair, trying to look between the ropes, look between the ref, and see all the punches, is not easy.
Yeah, 100%.
And especially the ref, especially you got a bad ref that keeps walking in front of you. Because we're taught if you can't see the punch, you don't count it.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yep.
But that's crazy because you can look up. Right?
Look up where?
Oh, at the TV?
Yeah, at the teleprompter. I mean, yeah, well, at the TV thing, like especially on major fight.
Well, you got to remember, you're talking about the big fight TVs. What
Yeah.
about all the local shows here in Houston and the local
Yeah.
shows in San Antonio, Dallas? Then you got this, Carl. Everybody has a camera phone out.
Yeah.
All it takes is for somebody to send that in to the commissioner. He's not even watching a fight. He's looking up in the sky. He ain't even watching. I promise you, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Carl, there's times, man, we get videos sent in all the time of us. All we got to do is look to the left or right for like 1 second. See, that's why we lost. I got the video right here. He's not even looking at the fight.
Wow.
And I was like, man, I just glanced for 1 second. But I'm telling you, the people will eat you alive.
Oh, wow.
I wonder, does it work the same in the pros?
Absolutely. They get video footage all the time.
And what's crazy because no match has ever been overturned ever. So I wonder.
No, they're not going to overturn it. It never gets overturned.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm wondering,
now, it doesn't get overturned, but you yourself can be suspended and taken off for a while.
I wonder, what was it? What's the Bird lady? Her last name is
Adelaide Bird.
Yeah, she was the.
Because I worked with her daughter. Her daughter Melanie Bird when I was in Vegas.
Okay.
I was looking at this girl named Melanie. I said, man, this girl is really on point. Like she was helping us set up the Vegas matches.
Uh-huh.
I was like, this girl is good. She's really authoritative and on the point and all that. And somebody said, you know who that is, right? I said, well, no, who is it? That's Adelaide's Bird daughter. I said,
man.
Really?
Yeah, see?
I said, no wonder. I said, she grew up and no wonder why she's on top of things.
And that's the thing too, like, I mean, and I hate to see it because what happens is you'll like you, not necessarily whistleblowers, but like,
yeah.
I remember the here, wasn't it here? I want to say the first Malignaggi Diaz fight.
And Juan Diaz fight, yep. And Paulie said, don't ever come to Texas. You ain't never going to get
and then he was like, here. I remember he used to go at Al Heyman a lot.
Yeah.
And it stinks because you get both sides. You get people going at, hey, the guy's going to get it with Top Rank. The guy's going to get it with, Al Heyman. The guy's going to get it with, now DAZN. And it stinks because these things kind of start conversations early. And then when the judge actually does it, it's like, see, we told you. But then it's like, how can you prove it? You know what I mean? And it's like, It's so difficult. It's so difficult.
Yeah, and you're right, Carl. It never gets overturned, but them judges can get, suspended. I ain't gonna say suspended, but you just won't get called on for the next few shows and stuff like that. Now, here's what makes it bad, Carl, and this is the part that people don't understand what goes on behind the scenes. All right, so when Paulie comes, a lot of times you come here, you're going to get Texas judges, right?
Yes.
Listen, this is a big fight TV. I might make 5,000, 10,000 for 8,000 for that one night for judging or refereeing a couple fights, right?
Yes.
Here's the problem. You want to reward your Texas judge and referees for doing that, but the problem is people automatically assume it's a Texas fighter and Texas judge and referees. I was fighting 3 people. But here's the problem. What happens when you bring in a judge from New York? What happens when you bring in a judge from California and one from Texas, right? Now the people from Texas, we waiting all this time. Yeah, I'm going to make 8,000, 10,000 tonight. Yeah, I'm finally going to get selected. Nah, they requested, and the board said we're bringing in somebody from New York. So the guy from New York's going to get my 10,000 that I would have got. We're bringing in somebody from California. They're going to get the 8,000. I've been doing this for 4 years, and now I can't make that 8,000. You're going to bring in outside people, and they're going to get the money. That's the part people don't see. But the flip side is, if we do judge it, and the favor goes in a way you don't like, see, hometown cooking.
Yeah.
So you lose either way.
Yeah, you're right. 100%. And then the third man in the ring, the way these fights is getting stopped nowadays, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
But I can tell you why, because the commissioners themselves are cracking down.
Oh, really?
Commissioners tell us all the time. You know what they tell us? And don't ever forget this, Carl, because this is very important. The top judges, even the top judges agree and stop us, because this is the same when it comes to I'm not judges, referees. This is the number one saying of all referees, like a creed. I'd rather stop 1,000 fights too early than to stop one fight too late.
Oh, wow.
I mean, Carl, imagine you refereeing, and you're like, man, they really into it. They really in exchange, and I'm going to let it go on just a little bit longer. Then, boom, the guy gets carried on the stretcher, is in a coma. Now, Carl, how you going to feel while you're walking behind them, and the mom and dad are crying, his daughter's there crying, and you walking behind them, and the tears are coming down the mom's face. And she looking at you like you could have stopped this.
Yeah.
Now, can you live with yourself like that? That's what people don't realize. Can you live with yourself if a person dies on your watch or is in a coma?
No. And sometimes because you make me think of the Tyson Fury fight, the first Wilder Fury fight. And when he said, I let it go on, and that literally changed the trajectory of Tyson Fury.
Yep, and it can.
Yeah.
It can, but everybody's different. Are you willing to risk it?
I know, right? I know
I know me. I couldn't live with myself if somebody died or got in the coma on my watch. I could. But everybody's different. That's why some referees I look up to like, man, you better than me. Because I would have just stopped it. Yeah. Like, I'd rather you be mad at me. I'd rather you throw drinks on me. I'd rather you cuss me out. But I know that man's going home to his wife, his daughter, his mom, his dad, his sister. I don't mind you being mad at me.
Yeah, I think the ref in the Spence Crawford fight did a very good job. Like, hey, listen, you've had enough, buddy. You've had enough. Like, it's time. You know what I mean? I think that was and I think that's probably the level of where it should be. Because like I said, like the Rolly situation, that to me was a little premature. Like this guy wasn't in any type of danger. You know what I mean? Those are more the types of situations that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Now, when I saw that, I felt the same way. I felt like, well, man, this could have went on a little bit more. But I'm not in the ring. I didn't see a close up of Rolly's eyes. I wasn't paying attention to his legs. Were they wobbly? I wasn't close enough in there to see. One thing about it, the referee is so close, he can see things and little inklings that we can't see.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that they always right. There's always going to be off days and bad days. Like, I think you mentioned basketball earlier, right? Like my 2 daughters, I have a 21-year-old and 15. They played AAU basketball. And you know how many times I yelled at the ref?
Yeah, we
And
do.
the ref just look at me like, "Hey, you want my shirt and whistle?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." And I'm like, "I'm good."
That's so funny. Yeah, yeah, it'd be like that, yeah.
But now that I'm on the other side and I'm judging and refereeing, you know how many people came to me after the fight? Man, I know good and well you didn't say my fighter lost by unanimous decision. I point them right to our clerk. I'm like, go talk to our chief of officials. Don't talk to me. And I'm looking at him like, yeah, like I'm the only one. There's four other judges that turned in a scorecard. All of us follow the same thing.
That's crazy. Yeah, I was telling my wife, I was like, babe, he was a amateur fighter and now he's a judge. And I said, you know how long I've been waiting. You know, I wanted to get so close to the ring like that. I'm just like, man, if it wasn't for everything like going on, like as far as the business and everything, that's like the dream. Either that or filming. That's why I can really feel you whenever you're like, I might have to give up filming to be a judge and referee and take that career, because they're both it's just such an awesome, you just get to be surrounded by boxing 24/7, 365 at the highest level.
And Carl, the best part about it, especially in the amateurs, I'm starting to realize that, man, this is cool. I'm really catching some of these kids starting from the bottom.
Yep.
And dude, you'd be surprised how, I'm gonna say, out of all the gyms, you're gonna have about 2 or 3 that make it to the pros and really make it to the top. But just to say, man, I judged his fights or I refereed his fight when he was 14, 15, 16, and just see them come up that way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a like they say, it's not work as long, you know, if you're doing what you love, and that's an amazing
Man, I
thing.
think in the last 2 months, I done seen, out of the ones we judged, because I went to the Junior Olympics too, I done seen, oh God.
Hold on, people, we're
I've
about to
seen
answer
Shakur
all your
Stevenson.
questions.
I done seen Shakur Stevenson at least 3 or 4 of our last couple events.
Oh, really? He's always at the amateur fights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a few fighters. Jay Prince they actually got 2 or 3 really good fighters. Keon Davis, he just won at the Junior Olympics. He's going to Olympic trials. That's Keyshawn Davis' brother.
Little bit. Okay. I was just about to ask that.
He little, but he taller than him. He like 6'2", 154 pounds. He big.
Wow. He's like a
He's
like
a
a Robert
middleweight.
Easter, like a Robert Easter, but heavier.
Yeah, but bigger.
Yeah, but bigger. Dang. Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Okay, we definitely gotta. Well, I don't know if you can film anymore. We can't because I had my Agree to Disagree podcast with my close friend Omar, and my wife knows I had to create a separate card channel, and then I never created my separate. Actually, Straight Outta Content started with mostly just boxing. That's how I got its subscribers. When I used to go live during certain fights and stuff like that, and then I try to film. Like I was at the Tank Leo fight, and I filmed that little experience and stuff like that. Just a bunch of ones, and then always over there at the amateur events for Coach Jeff. But yeah, man, I wish I could just sit and just do this all day.
Yeah, and man, Jeff is like right down the road from me. Like the gym is 1 mile from my house.
Yeah, I used to live over there for a while. Then when I first
You
came
used to live off Richmond Road?
yeah, my I'm not gonna give out the address, but what is it? Hold on.
For that Popeyes?
No, hush.
For that Cane's?
Shelly, hush. My daughter's family still lives. I'm not gonna say the street, but it's off. It's in the Fox Run neighborhood. They still live in there.
Yeah, that's right across from me. I'm right there in Legends Run.
Okay, yeah, yep. They live in there. The grandmother still lives there. They go there every Sunday. So and they go. Yeah, so I was over there my entire time. There in
Yeah,
Conroe.
so you know exactly what area I live in there.
Yeah, yep. And then my daughter's volleyball is right there at TAV.
Well, you talk. Oh, the run right off Rayford Road, that big one.
Yep.
Right behind.
Yep.
Man, that place is expensive. My son, my good friend, man, daughter was going there. When he was telling me the price, I said, nah, I'll keep my daughter in AG basketball.
Yeah, it's OD. It's OD.
Definitely
It's
definitely-
I got her in local. She just made the team. She's in local. She was like, "Can I go regional?" I'm like, "Nah, hell no,
Not yet, baby.
not yet. You better start breaking it some money because it's just even the low. Yeah, it's expensive."
Carl, you know, my daughter graduated. That was right before they built Grand Oaks. My daughter went to Oak Ridge.
Okay, yeah.
You know, for
Danny's
the 2
kids
years
go to Oak
straight,
Ridge.
you know, they went 50-1. You know that, right?
And basketball?
No, volleyball.
Oh, word. You know, that's,
Oak Ridge was #1 for 2 years in a row in the nation.
yeah, they got some really good volleyball programs out here. They got some really good
Yep.
ones. My daughter's homeschooled, but
And close by where you're at in that area, when my daughter would play AAU basketball, I can't tell you how many times we went over there to Texas Tornado.
oh, I don't know.
That volleyball place right over there in Cypress.
I don't know.
It's
that.
huge.
We know the Wolf one.
I don't
I
know.
haven't
I
seen
don't know
it.
if you type in Texas Tornado,
Uh huh.
it's right over there in that area. It should be in that area where you live at, if you're in the Cypress area.
I wish I
It's
was-
huge for basketball and volleyball.
There we go. For data, yeah. Yeah, that's good to know. Those are all good things to know. All right, man. I'm gonna get out here and answer these people's questions. But yeah, you and I
Okay.
will definitely chop it up again. Maybe get on some videos here or something like that. Just have conversations and stuff like that about boxing. I can't wait, man. Appreciate you reaching out, man. It's so funny. Like I said, I was like, babe, I remember his face from somewhere. Like I
Yep.
know it. That's
Yep.
so funny, man. That's so cool.
You'd be surprised how many times I go out somewhere.
Yeah.
Yo, you're that boxing guy off YouTube.
Yeah.
And then my wife be looking like, there he go again. I'm like, yeah.
You're famous.
I know, that's so cool. Yeah, because there's not a lot of what's. I'm gonna get off after this, but my cousins be sending me stuff, and I'm like, listen, if it's not, Fight Hype, Fight Hub, I have to like name off the list. I'm like, listen, but don't click on it because
Hey, I'm gonna give you a fun tidbit. Marcus Villegas with Fight Hub TV.
yeah.
I started him off. He started working for me at first.
Wow.
cool.
I was sending him to the fights. He didn't even know how to get in. I taught him the whole ropes. And then after like 2 years, he was like, Sean, I'm gonna try to venture on my own, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, go for it, man. I'm like, I wish you the best of luck. And then boom. And he blew up. I was proud of him.
Wow. That's cool. So you know all those guys, Sean from Fight Hype and everybody? Dang.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Now and then me and Ellie done chopped it up. Ellie done paid for videos for me. Sean,
Really?
man, if you're in Houston, I can't make it. Can you shoot some video, man? I'll shoot you $200. I'm like, all right, Eddie. I said I was going there anyway.
Dang it. I shot one video for Ellie when Canelo was here with what's his name? I didn't know he was paying.
He got you.
What's his name?
He got you,
With
babe.
Chavez.
He got
With
you.
Chavez Jr. I went to the
Yeah.
when they did the press conference or whatever out here. And I tried to get Canelo to sign my dollar because I forgot my daughter's gloves in the car. He wouldn't. But I didn't know they was paying for content.
Now he was really willing to pay because that was the time that Adrian Broner was going to fight Marcos Madonna.
Oh, yeah, I was at that fight.
And he
I was at that
he was
fight.
willing to pay for that one.
Yep, I was there. I seen him, Keith Thurman that night, and yeah, that was sad. I still got the tickets somewhere. I think over there underneath my stairs, I got the tickets. I found them in an envelope.
Yep.
That was a beautiful fight. Yeah, man, that's funny. That's crazy. I didn't know that these guys are out here paying like that. Dang it. So you got to get Ellie.
I'll put it like this. He paid me for that. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
Now he gave. I think my friend did it for him. I think he gave my friend like $40.
Oh, okay.
He asked me, he said, Sean, can you go there? I'm like, man, I said, I'm busy with my daughter's AAU.
Gotcha.
And he's like, who you got? I was like, let me hit you up my boy Russ. And I said, Russ, how did you take care of you? He said, he gave me $40. And
okay.
I didn't tell him. I said, nah, you don't want to know how much he gave me then.
You got to get Ellie or somebody out here to come see Mike because he's the only one that can mess with it before Inoue goes up because I don't think he's going to stay at that weight too much longer.
I think I'm the only one that's been video, Mike. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
I got footage. This goes back to when I helped Ramon Sosa train at the gym. That's when he was with Ramon. And I got footage of, I showed Mike and Angela about a month ago. I got footage of him when he was just 14 years old trying to learn how to box. And he's like, yeah, I'll fight Adrian Broner when I get old enough.
Oh,
I was like, oh, okay.
that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, man, that kid he's special. He's special.
Yep.
He's special.
Hey, you need to meet, have you met Darius Fogel?
Mm-mm.
The light heavyweight. He was ranked #1 in the nation for 2 years. He a pro now. He 8-0.
No,
Do
he's
you
over.
go to the fights here in Houston, like Next Fight Up or LT Great Promotion? There's 2 fights this month.
Word, nah. Ever since we started the business in 2020, I've been the last boxing event I was at was with the one that Jeff hit me up to provide the security. Outside of that, I haven't been there. No, did I? Hold on. No, I haven't.
We went to one with the family at the gym.
That's what I'm saying. That's the last one. That was
yeah.
last year. I think that was last year.
When
outside.
Jalen.
Yeah. I don't think I've been in anything since the pandemic. No, the only thing I've been to since the pandemic was the Tank Davis and wasn't? Yeah, Tank. Because that was
And Leo,
Tank and Leo. I was there, and
Tank
then
and Ryan.
no, no. I ain't
So
been.
it was Tank and the 135 pounders that just moved up because he got stopped. Not Leo, but
But I'm saying since the pandemic,
yeah. It was
I
the
saw.
guy that moved up that Tank fought. Mario Barrios. Is that the one you saw?
He was on the undercard. He was on the undercard of Tank Leo.
No, but you remember when Tank fought him? You didn't watch that one?
No, I seen it. I'm saying what fights I've been to live because you was asking me what fights I've been to in Houston.
Okay.
Yeah. What fights I've been to live since the pandemic? Because I don't. Did we have the business back then?
Barely. We had just started.
We had just started. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we had
And then
just
once it
Does
took
he
over,
fight Ryan? He fought Hector Garcia, Aroli, Isaac Cruz. Did you see the Isaac Cruz one?
yeah, I've never missed a Tank fight.
Yeah, I'm talking about. Did you actually go to that one?
No. The only one I've ever seen Tank was Leo Santa Cruz. Only one I ever seen a Spence was Ocampo. Then you get to see the people on the undercard. I saw the Broner.
Here's one for you. I got video footage of Errol Spence before he even signed anybody. I was at a top ranked card in San Antonio, and he was there. I think James Kirkland might have been fighting that night. And I asked Errol, I said, no, I was at a golden. Was I at a Golden Boy card? Anyway, I was talking to him, and I said, so who you going to sign to? I don't know. Top ranks looking at me. Golden Boys looking at me. I don't know who I'm going to sign with yet.
Damn.
I mean, I got all that footage before. I got Marlene Esparza when she was just 17 talking about, I hope they have Olympic boxing for females because if so, I'm going to go.
Wow.
I got all that footage before they blew up.
That's amazing footage. That
I
reminds
got
me.
the Charlos when they were just amateurs and they were like 147 and they're like 16, 17 years old.
Wow. That's cool. That's like boxing talk footage.
We can talk boxing all day. I
Yeah.
think we could.
Yeah.
I know you
I
can.
know I can.
I
I know.
enjoy
Oh,
it
Shelly,
too.
you're a big fan of boxing too?
Well, since I've gotten with my husband, I am.
Yeah.
I really like today. He was watching something. I was like, oh, that's Sean Porter. My husband was like, that you just got a brownie points. He was like, you know boxers, and I'm like, so I'm really getting into it.
Yeah.
And we watch boxing together, and I'm really able to just really identify what's going on.
Yeah.
And other sports, I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but boxing, I'm like, oh, I can tell what the boxer's doing and his strategies and his, he's really taught me really good. So I really enjoy it.
That's good.
But I hate when they rob people. It really makes me not want to watch boxing anymore. Like that Rolly and then that guy, that older man that he fought, and I was like, I'm never watching boxing again. I was so mad.
See, Shelly, that's why I'm trying to get to be a professional because I feel the same way. Because I really want to go in there and try my best to make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good.
But it's so hard to get up to the top. Shelly, it's not about how well of a judge or how great of a referee. It's who you know. Like in life, and you know that.
Yeah.
It's not what you know. It's who you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's politics.
And we sure do know Sean now. We know Sean and Tanya. Get us right
Hey,
here.
look, now I got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
What's up?
I think I told Carl in the email. At one point a few weeks ago, I was so close. I can't tell you how many, and I think that's how I found y'all on YouTube. But I can't tell you how many times I was one button click away from thinking about buying just my own DTF printer to do it myself. But when I saw all the work that went into it, and I was like, man, I don't got time for all that. And then the kicker was when I saw everybody complain about the maintenance and cleaning the nozzle and your ink getting dried up and taking it apart and wiping it down and the overfill. I was like, oh no. And I would say, no way, that's way too much work. I'll just buy transfers.
Yep, it's definitely not worth it. I mean, if you're not going to do it on a big commercial.
Yeah, on a big commercial, right?
Yeah, but it is a lot of drama, a lot of maintenance, a lot of manhandling. It's just constant babysitting. It's a lot of work. Yeah.
We have a team though, because we've been doing this for a while, and even like I was even like I was just saying on my live, when we introduced UVDTF this year, and then we had to shut down because it was peeling and doing all types of stuff, and we put it on the car, my old car, and then it was like cracking in the sun. Then we came back out with it again, and then it did the same exact thing. And we had to go down for like a month and a half.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. And then this
Right.
last batch, we did great, and then we have to color correct it because the colors were off, and we're doing.
It's a lot of trial and
Yeah,
error
it's a lot of
because
trial
it's
and
such
error.
a new product,
Absolutely.
and it's just like, being the first ones with the new product. It's just
Yep.
so much trial and error. But I think we got it right now.
Yeah,
I'm very proud of what it is
I
now.
saw the one, Carl. I think I saw one. I saw you do a couple, but I think I saw one when you went to the barber shop, and I think you hang it up on the guy's mirror.
Yeah, that's my guy Danny. Yep. So that's a UV DTF. Yep.
Yeah, for hard
Yeah.
surfaces.
For hard surfaces, yes. That's
And
the
Shelly, then I saw you peeling stuff off. I think I saw you put it on a tumbler, and then I saw you rub it, and then you peeled it off. I was like, man, that's pretty cool.
Easy
Yeah.
I said, I
breezy.
mean, I don't have no reason for decals, but I thought it was really cool and the
Yeah.
vibrant colors and all the stuff y'all had.
Yep.
I was like, man, I said, and then I don't know how I figured, I don't know what I watched, I saw, and I was like, I think they're in Houston.
Yeah,
Y'all went.
right
Yeah,
around the
some of
corner.
y'all went. I said, they're in Houston.
Yeah. Well, one thing you can do for the UVDTF, my husband was mentioning it to me earlier about you wanting to press shirts for a family reunion. You can use the UVDTF for memorabilia, like to put it on cups, and you can either or
Right.
just pass out the stickers on its own, or you
Yeah.
can put it on keychains. It can just be something else that you can add for that special touch. We're working on a family reunion too here for next year. So we're thinking about where we can put that UVDTF, or if we can just pass it out
okay.
on its own.
Yeah.
Right.
We did that at basketball. We did that at
Oh yeah, for the
Donovan's
Lakers. Yeah, we passed out. I chopped up a whole bunch of little stickers and passed them out to all the kids. Taped my card on the back, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Here you go." So
There you
you
go.
can put them anywhere they want.
Yeah, I think that's my my wife is trying to do this family reunion. I think it's June of next year in Alabama.
Oh,
So-
fun. Oh, so you got plenty of time.
And I think I think my wife said everybody's supposed to, you know how it is. They're supposed to turn in their money for shirts by like November, December. And I was like, yeah, I said, I'm not paying for all those shirts up front. And then they turn around and don't want it. I said, I'm going to wait till you get all that money in first. Then I'll buy everything we need.
Yep.
Yeah, well, the shirts though, you can get them. I don't know if you've been to Aviva downtown off of Harwin, but that's where we buy all of our blanks. Is at Aviva.
The wholesale blank apparel. They have really
Yep.
good prices for wholesales.
Yep.
Now, I tell you what, now, I didn't know anything about shirts till I started picking and buying, right? At first, I was getting the cotton and the gilt, and I was like, and then, like I said, my daughter played AAU basketball, man, and I bought that shirt, and I said, oh my God, this shirt feels so good. It feels, and it's anti-moisture, anti-wicking and all that, and I looked, and it said A4 on the back, and I looked, I said, oh, this is called polyester. This is 100% polyester. And I fell in love with 100% polyester ever since then. I don't get nothing unless it's that.
Really?
Well, I say that to say this. So I was searching around, and I was just hitting different companies up, looking at it. Now buy one here, buy one there, buy one, because I want to see the quality of it. And I was actually able to find real good quality, 100% moisture wicking polyester for $6 a shirt
That's not bad.
for 100% polyester. I know it took me about 4 companies, and it's a company called Port and Company, and I found them through a third-party vendor, I think called Jiffy Shirts.
Oh yeah, we know Jiffy shirts. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jiffy Shirt, and now I was looking, and I was strictly looking for 100% polyester, and I looked, and I was like, man, there's no way this is going to be $6, and it's going to be the same quality as this A4. So I ordered one, and it came in. Me and my wife looked at it, pressed on it. I was like, oh, it is the same as this A4. And it went through the wash fine. I was like, man, I said, okay. But I'm always open. If y'all have anything around those same price, I don't mind supporting local businesses.
No,
versus
we
getting
don't.
it
No,
elsewhere.
we don't sell it. We only sell transfers. We're just telling you where we go to buy all of our blanks, and they have polyester there as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
the DTF transfers, they adhere to the polyester so well.
Yeah.
Since the fabric's so different than cotton, it kind of melts into that polyester.
Yeah.
So those two together is like a dream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely check it out.
What do y'all like? For your own personal use, do y'all like cotton, polyester, 50/50? What do y'all like for your own personal wear?
I like Gildan soft style. I'm not too picky with the t-shirts. I'm worried about like the pricing of it because
Sure,
we do
sure.
so many, just so many mock-ups and things like that. So we were doing the Bella Canvas, which
Okay.
is a soft cotton, like a spin soft cotton, but we went to Gildan soft style. It's about a few dollars cheaper, and it's very comparable to Bella Canvas. So that's typically what we use. We don't use the Gildan heavy cotton because those are so boxy and then they shrink and they're just so nasty.
Yeah.
But the Gildan
Gotcha.
soft style is where we usually get.
Yeah. That's our number one go-to for t-shirts. But again, we don't really. That's not really our.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the transfer business, which
Yeah.
I'm looking at. It can be pretty profitable. I mean, I can tell by looking online, not just y'all, but just looking online. I see you're not the only one. I see other people like, it's got its ups and downs. It has its pros and cons, but overall, you got more wins than losses, and overall, you can make it into a pretty good profitable business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like anything else. It's work. A lot of people see the nice side, the glamorous side, but anybody that's an entrepreneur, I tell people, if y'all think entrepreneurs just sit back and just vacation, I say y'all don't lost your mind. Like, they have to work hard at first.
Yeah, we do.
And then the rewards and fruit of the labor comes later on.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ups and downs. It's a lot of inconsistency.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of sleepless nights. It's a lot of rewarding days. Like, it's like a roller coaster every day. Every day is a new day.
Carl, Shelly, what about this? So when I was looking y'all up, when I was researching y'all, I was looking at all the, and this is strictly off YouTube. I think I saw y'all are from Houston, and I want to say, I don't know how I ran across on YouTube. I guess it was related video, and then I think there's another company like y'all called Transfer Kingdoms on Harwin Street.
Hold on, transfer can't. There's a lot that pop up here, especially off of Harwin.
No, is it Kingdom Transfers?
I think so.
I haven't heard of
We've been to a couple.
And then I think there's an Asian company called Merch Studio. Are they in Houston?
Yeah, there's
They're
a
like Filipinos.
There's another one that does. They're pretty big here in Houston. They do. What's that boy's name? The kid with the monster truck, all the money. He be with YouTube and on him. He be with YouTube. Corey. There's a company that does all of Corey and Corey and Carmen on YouTube. I don't know if you know them. They be with the Charlo sometimes.
Corey, the black brother. Yeah.
Yep. There's another company.
Nice flashy cars. And stuff.
Yeah. There's a company.
He live in Katy, I think he said.
Yeah, right, or Sugarland or something like
I
that.
don't know
Katy
what
Sugarland, something like that. There's a company that does them. They've popped up a lot. As far as number wise on YouTube, because I know Ninja Transfers is probably number one in the country. I know our manufacturing process is big, but we're the only ones online.
The face of it.
Yeah, we're the
more
face of
like
it.
the face of DTF.
But the face of DTF. I know our UV DTF operation is bigger than Ninja Transfers, but as far as marketing budget and as far as amount of, even though we're about to grow here soon, but as far as marketing budget but they're up there in Philly, they're probably the biggest in the industry. Yeah, they're probably the biggest in the industry. But it's weird because they actually charge the most. They have more of a retail price than we have. The rest of us, we try to stay more around the wholesale price.
Got you.
And then each one of us have to come up with like different strategies. That's why we're more about speed. Whenever we first came out, our only competitor was a company called Supercolor in California. I don't know if you're familiar.
Yeah, I've seen I haven't clicked on the video, but I've seen, it pop up in my YouTube timeline, Supercolor. But I never clicked on it and watched it.
Yeah, they were the biggest, but they create a different product called the screen print transfer. And they just killed the industry because they sold singles and they had minimums and stuff like that. Then we jumped on when we came out. We had a viral video. And then we were one of the first people to hit the block with a true gang sheet. And then they're releasing their gang sheet. Then they had like a really big influencer that he left the company. We'll just put it like that. And then we kind of talk now, and he kind of and I'm not going to use the word exposed, but he kind of just shared a lot of what they did behind the scenes. And then DTF grew. So when DTF grew, people started comparing it to your traditional screen print transfer, which looks like a DTF transfer, but it doesn't apply. It doesn't stretch the same. It doesn't have the same durability. It's processed the same. And the process to create a screen print transfer is like 10 times the process that you think. If you think DTF is bad, try to create a screen print transfer on a massive location. I mean, on a big scale, it's almost impossible. That's why companies like TKO Transfers, Supercolor are looking into DTF to kind of add into their thing as that technology kind of fades away.
Right.
Yeah, we've been doing this a
I tell you
while.
what, Shelly and Carl, this was so funny because when I bought, I think I told you I bought that. Now I didn't like it because it's just really small. I got that HTV font auto one. You just hit it and it just goes down. And I know it's different from a clamshell. You can close up and down.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, I'm just doing just small. So I ain't trying to do hoodies. I ain't trying to do that. I'm just a couple shirts. And it was really just for my wife's family reunion. And then now I bought the printer. I bought this Epson Echo tank, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know why, because, I was looking online on there and they was talking about sublimation and all that.
Yep.
And little did I know, like, I got my printer. I put the ink that came with it. I got the sublimation paper and I printed it out and I pressed it. And I thought something was wrong with my press machine. I said, it's not even sticking. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And then it dawned on me, I didn't even put sublimation ink in there. I thought it came with sublimation. That was regular inkjet.
Did you see our videos on that? Those are like some of our most viral videos.
Well, it's before I even ran across y'all.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wish you had seen our videos first. You wouldn't have bought it because we tell people.
I know, right?
I got, what?
I'm going to feed Bear so he's not eating so late.
No, he needs to hit the gym. He needs to go over there right now and start doing his stuff.
Okay. I was going to have him eat first and then do that.
Okay. Well, as long as he does it, he's got to do it. Because he was supposed to be doing it from 8 to 9. So we can eat at 9.
He knows what to do?
Yeah, the first thing he can start on is today he's doing abs. Biceps and triceps. So have him start on his biceps. Yes, you do. She said, I don't know what that means, but yeah, man, I wish you had seen that because we try to help out a lot of people because we have the same thing, Epson 2720 Eco Tank, and we started the same way. This was before we even got into transfers, and then we swapped up the inks and stuff like that. But now we just put the regular ink back in it. And we just use it as a regular printer. But we made plenty of videos trying to get people to not make the same mistake that we did. And then in regards to that press, we just. You notice T-shirt Side Hustle just made a video on it, and then we actually had a friend of ours buy one for his sister so that she could press, and the pressure isn't hard enough for, you gotta go do biceps and triceps, so go ahead and start. The pressure just isn't strong enough for DTF. With DTF, he is definitely one of the top things that you need, but the pressure is the biggest thing, and those electric, that HT, whatever it's called, electric heat press, it just doesn't press hard enough. So it'll actually look like it's sticking, you'll peel it, it'll be good. I don't know if you're using it for that, but if you aren't using it for DTF, I wouldn't recommend it for DTF at all under any circumstances because it'll look good. And then, you like what just happened here, he used it for one of his security guards because he owns a security company. And I went to go take pictures of him and the patch was peeling off the shirt. And I'm like, what did you do? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, you need a new press. And we told you this is not the right press. So,
well, I tell you what, so far I've used it, but I only use it on polyester, the DTF that I did get. And they've been through like 2 or 3 washes and everything is still holding up pretty good so far.
Okay. All right.
So maybe I just...
Yeah, maybe I got lucky because it's polyester. Because like Chelly was saying, polyester is very thin and it's so thin. It's such a light material. So the DTF really wants to adhere to it very well. But on any cotton or something like that, just be very careful. Yeah, be very careful. We suggest, even our instructions is like heavy pressure to really solidify it. And then, like a T-seal sheet, we're using a T-seal sheet now. And that's another finishing sheet that you use after you peel it. And that really forces it down in there.
Right. Now, y'all are DTS transfers. Are they a hot peel or cold peel?
Cold,
okay.
You can, with the right press. At the warehouse, everything is basically hot peeled because there's an automatic press with 2 presses on it, and it's hooked up to an air compressor. So it's just like push, put it on there, push the button, put the shirt on the other side, it lifts up, you slide it over, you push it, You know what I mean? And you can hot peel. I've seen it with my own eyes, going down there and having some stuff made real quick instead of
Right.
because the stuff that we make on the camera, I mean, the stuff we make on camera is more here at the house. It's just for video purposes. If you notice, if you look in the old videos, we showed the old warehouse, but this was back in like the days when everybody was all over the country was kind of like starting their own thing, and it got a little crazy, so we stopped filming at the warehouse.
Right. Got you.
Kind of keep it personal, so
Got you. I got you.
you know what I mean. But
Yep.
yeah, I'm glad we had this conversation.
Man, we have so much to talk about in catch ball.
I know,
man.
right? So cool, man. It's so cool. But yeah, I think I'm about to hop off a live here too. But yeah, just you got my number, man. You got both of my numbers.
Yep.
Just text me. You got any other questions with the stuff that you emailed over? And yeah, we'll definitely stay in touch and keep it moving.
All right, cool. Yeah, and if when my wife gets a number on those on the training unit, how many he's gonna do, man, I'm gonna reach out to you and see what we can work on.
Okay, bet. Sounds good, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna be safe. Peace.
All right, peace.
All right, guys. So that's gonna be it for this video. That's so fun. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. I'm so sorry. I know there's a bunch of questions in here. Where's my? Oh, this is it. God, is there still people in here? There's still 9 people in here. Okay, so let me see. Good Lord. Caught alive. Wonderful training. Trying to set up a U.S. shipping address in California so I can start getting your transfers. Mexican Post Service is expensive and sucks. Okay, going over to check out the new website. Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, Canva Pro are the 3 we need to be using. Yes. Estelle, how can I tell if my ink is CMYK or RGB? It's not ink. You're going to tell if your file is CMYK by clicking on it. And if you're in a CMYK thing, it'll show up right here. Let me see. Amazing. Are you able to get... Let me know how many orders I have pending. I don't know what you mean by that. All right, guys. Thank you a bunch. I'm out. I'll be in touch. Appreciate that, Mr. Sunshine. Throw in the towel if the ref doesn't stop to find, wave the flag or something. Hit that like button. Oh, and now 11 people want to jump back in here. It's so funny. All right, guys. That's going to be it for this video, man. I tried. We were on live for a very long time. I just appreciate everybody for tuning in. Again, you guys just heard another customer, new customer that we were just talking to. He's getting into the industry. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's just a lot of confusion. He went through the same thing with the sublimation printer, just like we did, which we try to prevent people, but from going through that and potentially wasting that money. Yes, Mrs. Stell, thank you too. Thank you for checking us out. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. Please check out everything else on the channel. If you have any questions regarding to UV DTF or regular apparel DTF. If you have any questions, please check us out, flashsystemtransfers.com. Be basic, guys. Peace.